Hi, welcome to episode 4 of the Ultimate Base build series. What started as a general building session unexpectedly turned into a deep dive into roofing design. After conquering the mountain and plains biomes and gathering the crystalline tar, I found myself bursting with ideas. I thought I had a clear vision for the roof, but as inspiration hit, I had to test new concepts on the spot. In the end, roofing took so much time and effort that it deserved a dedicated episode. So without further ado, let's jump in and get building. If you want to stick with a thatch but follow the design I'm about to show you, you'll only need to remove the centre section of the roof. However, if you're going all in with tar, you'll need to take down the existing roof. The first major change to this design is to raise the central roof for a more striking designer look. To achieve this, replace the 26-degree wooden wall sections with inverted ones. This adjustment will lift this centre portion of the roof by 1 metre, giving it more prominence compared to the rest of the roofline. Next, add a regular 26-degree wooden wall on top of the inverted ones. For the peak though, I'm going to use a 45-degree roof piece for a sharper finish, but you can stick with the 26-degree if you prefer a subtler angle. Once the structure's in place, fill in the roof with matching pieces of the same degree. Close off the walls beneath the new roof section using 1 metre wooden wall panels to create a clean and cohesive look. Then complete the rest of the roof as we've done previously. For the roof capping, I'm using dark wood beams, but plain wood works perfectly too. So feel free to use whichever one suits your style or resources. To finish off the peaks, add an adornment of your choice. I like to pick decorations that match the biome that I'm building in. It's a raven to reflect the meadows theme. Now on to the next major change, adding 2 new balconies at either end of the upper floor. Start by removing the existing window boxes. My first attempt features a 5 metre by 4 metre balcony, but I found it stuck out a little too far. I eventually opted for a 4 metre by 4 metre design which I felt more balanced. I've included the timestamps in the description, so you can easily jump to both versions and decide which one works best for your build. As always, the choice of materials is yours, depending on what you have available or what look you're going for. I'm building the balconies with dark wood for a polished finish, but plain wood or Corewood are excellent alternatives that can fit the theme just as well. I've had a great idea to take the roof design one step further by making the entire roof peak at the 45-degree angle. It's an easy adjustment. Simply remove the middle section of the roof and replace it with 45-degree pieces. The best part of this change, the new roof capping creates space for the raven adornment to sit further back, giving it a more balanced and refined appearance. Personally, I think it looks way better this way, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think? Now it's time to roof the balconies. Full disclosure, I've experimented with several variants here, which are all time-stamped in the description. I wanted to keep tweaking until I was happy with the result, but instead of just showing you my final choice, I thought you might appreciate seeing all the options to help you decide which one works best for you. Here's a quick tip. If your roof width is an even number, the roof pieces will always meet neatly in the centre. However, if the roof width is an odd number, you'll need to use cross beams and roof ridges to bring it all together. For option 1, the side balconies are 3 metres wide, and use cross beams and ridges for a clean finish. The centre balcony, on the other hand, is 4 metres wide. I'll be peaking it with 45-degree roof pieces to match the rest of the design. If you're enjoying this series and want to see more, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps support the channel by getting YouTube to show the videos to more people. And if you're feeling extra generous and want to help fuel my next build, consider buying me a coffee. Your support goes a long way in keeping the creativity flowing and making these videos possible. There's a link in the description if you'd like to help out. Every little bit is very much appreciated. After completing the roof, something still doesn't feel quite right, so I decided to add another feature to the outer edge using a ladder. I love using ladders as accents for roofs. They add a touch of character. But even with this addition, I'm still not completely satisfied. Maybe adding some stone supports to the outer balconies. This not only ties nicely with the stone lower floor, but also gives the structure a more sturdier and cohesive look. To position the stone supports correctly, I recommend using iron poles as guides. These can be removed once the stone pillars are in place. For extra detail, I've added stone arches against the main wall. These not only provide visual interest, but also give the impression of added structural support for the balconies. You could even add a couple of stone arches to the front for symmetry. So that's option 1. However, for me, these balconies still stick out too far, as I've said before. Almost the same distance as the central one, and it feels a bit off balance. So I'm going to remove them and try a different approach. Option 2, 4x4 design. For this version, I kept only the main stone arch supports and reduced the balcony floor to 2x2 wood pieces. This smaller footprint feels more proportional to the rest of the house. However, I'm still not happy with the crossbeam look on the roof, so I decided to take that off and try again. What if we extend the sides by 2 metres instead of 1? That would make the balcony an even 4 metres wide. Pairing this with a 45-degree roof creates a more dramatic and eye-catching design. Adding inverted 45-degree wall pieces underneath the roof gives it a unique polished look that really stands out. To finish it off, I recommend adding a dark wood arch underneath the roofline, if you're using dark wood materials, that is. I have a live stream on Thursdays called Finding Valhalla with my friend Matrix from Way of the Gamer. We'd love for you to join us as we embark on our quest for Valhalla, filled with laughs, challenges and plenty of in-game chaos. Come hang with us and be part of the adventure. For lighting, Diverger wall lanterns snap perfectly into place and complete the aesthetic beautifully. No matter which design you choose, be sure to duplicate it on both sides for balance and symmetry. You may have noticed that I decided to enclose the centre balcony, transforming it into an additional room. This step is entirely optional, but next week when I release the design focus video, you will see exactly why I made this choice. It adds something truly special. For a touch of drama, consider extending the edges of the centre roof slightly. It's a small change that adds a lot of character. Stay tuned for next week's decor video, where I'll share some clever tips and surprising tricks to take your new home to the next level. I hope it inspires your own creativity and helps you make your build truly unique. Now be sure to double check that everything is symmetrical and matches perfectly on both sides before calling it done. And with that, our roof is complete. What started as a simple meadows base has now transformed into something resembling a mansion, and a stunning one at that. I bet you never thought you could build something this incredible, did you? Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to check out the earlier videos in the series, they are all linked here. Till next time, happy building!